I want to make a program that lets me speak any language in the world just so I don't have to use Duolingo. You see, I'm too lazy to learn a new language. I'm sorry, I just am. I'm too American for this. I have better things to do. So I had a genius idea. I'm a programmer, not a skilled programmer, but I can write hello world, so I can basically work at Google and make any program in the world. Why can't I create a program that does all the Duolingo exercises for me? And if I can do that, that basically means I can make another program that lets me speak any language in the world, which means I never have to learn a language and I never have to touch Duolingo again. Oh my god, I'm such a genius! Step 1. Interacting with Duolingo. There's multiple approaches we can do for this. Approach number 1. The DOM. Now this approach is pretty straightforward. If you open up Inspect Element, you're gonna see all this disgusting information. We're actually gonna take advantage of this information and write a program that uses it. This is called DOM manipulation. The program is pretty straightforward in English terms. First, we're gonna grab the question. Second, we're gonna grab the answer choices. And then third, we're gonna have an AI look at both the question and the answer choices, and it's gonna pick the correct answer. The AI is then gonna give the correct answer to the program, and the program is gonna click the answer choice. And if this program works properly, I have destroyed Duolingo. Easy peasy. And oh, would you look at that? That's the code. Yeah, the program is that simple. It has AI and everything. And the only reason why it's this simple is because Google recently added built-in AI inside the browser that you can program with. Let's see if this program works.
お茶
Oh, it actually did work. Wait, what? If we click check, it's the correct answer. That's sick. This is actually pretty cool. Since I'm using Google's built-in AI inside the browser, you can literally run this code for yourself and destroy Duolingo, as long as you have the most up-to-date version of Chrome. So do what you will with that information. All I have to do now is modify the program to automatically click the check button, and hopefully it'll be correct all the time, and then it's gonna click the continue button. And then once it clicks those two buttons, I'm gonna do like a 5-second timeout so the next question and all the answers load, and then it'll keep doing that until hopefully it completes the lesson. Chat, this approach is not looking good. As you can see in this question, it says select the correct meaning, specifically for water, as you can tell by that little bozo. The issue is that little bozo is a whole different element, so the program is not detecting it. I don't know how, but AI still got the answer right. And I am positive it only got it correct by sheer dumb luck, because there's no way. So I'm just gonna test this program manually because I'm positive this approach is not gonna work. I promise you, this one's gonna work fine.
寿司
Nice, correct answer.
寿司ください
Ooh, I do not think this program is gonna solve this. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, this approach is not gonna work. Oh, I knew it. Approach number 2. OCR. The problem with this first approach is Duolingo has different types of exercises, and those exercises have different types of instructions and elements, which means I would have to write code for every type of exercise, and I'm too lazy. That's basically as much work as learning the language, so what's the point? So I had a genius idea. Let's use OCR, which stands for Optical Character Recognition, some nerd stuff, and in super simple terms, it basically lets computers read text from an image. So the plan for this approach is, number 1, I'm gonna take a screenshot. Number 2, I'm gonna send that screenshot to an AI, and it's gonna read what's on it. AI is smart enough to read text from an image, so it'll get the question, the instructions, and the choices. And then step number 3, I'm gonna You're so stupid. Realize that this approach is not gonna work. Approach number 3. AI computer view. Okay, the idea was I was gonna tell AI to give me coordinates on where to click, and then I was gonna send those coordinates to the program to click for me. But I just realized it's the exact same problem as the first approach. Every exercise has different instructions, which means I would have to program different coordinates based on the exercise. But there is some good news. We don't need this OCR technology. Nowadays, AI can control your computer. Woo! So instead of me using this caveman method of programming the exact coordinates, I can just tell AI, click the button, and it'll click the button. Whoa, that's right, we're living in the future. All I have to do now is add some visuals so you can see what's actually happening, because this kind of looks boring. It shouldn't be that difficult. I mean, it's just like HTML and CSS. How hard could that be? This was stupid hard. It was harder to make these visuals than to make the program to destroy Duolingo. I hate myself. But as you can see, I've added some visuals so you can see what the AI is doing. And I also made it in the style of Duolingo because I thought it would be funny. This program is really cool. I'm using this thing called Stagehand, Command, which is a pretty new thing. It's a browser automation framework
that lets you control the web browser with code and like combine it with AI. It has this tool called agents and the cool thing about it.
Ooh, shut up, nerd.
Sorry you had to sit through that. I know you don't care about that information. Oh, you do? Then you should check out my sick newsletter called Sloth Bites. Oh, you don't know what Sloth Bites is? Sloth Bites is my free newsletter where every week I give you programming advice and news so you can stay up to date and not get behind. So if you are one of those people that are serious about programming, you should definitely subscribe. Come on, subscribe. Do it. It's free. It's free. It's free. Okay, so I finished up the program for Duolingo. It's a pretty straightforward program. First, it's going to go to Duolingo's website and it's going to follow this prompt that I gave it, which basically says read the question and the choices and do whatever the question says. And then once it does that, it's going to show this button. And once I press the button, that's when the program is going to start. Let's test this thing. I'm going to press the button now. Come on, come on. Please work, please work, please work, please work, please work, please work. It's taking forever. Come on.
お茶
Did it work? No way. Oh my god, it actually worked. Okay, now we're going to try it on these other exercises. If it works on this, then the program actually works. Yes. Yes.
Sushi.
What? It actually got this one? Yes.
水ください
You again. Please. I've upgraded my program. There's no way. Huh? What do you mean? You didn't finish nothing. What? All right, let's not worry about that one. Here's a different one.
ください.
Yes. Yes. It got that one. What? Great work. Let's make this a bit harder. Please. Oh no.
です寿司
Oh my god, no. Oh my god, this has to be rage bait. There's no way. Okay, so the program is somewhat successful, which is pretty good. It just can't solve this writing exercise. And I honestly don't know why. And it's the worst kind of bug because it got it right once, which means it can solve it. I'm gonna modify the program to, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna write specific instructions if it sees this type of exercise or give it a specific thing to do whenever it sees it. But I'll be back once I figure out the problem. Yep, looks correct. Come on, please work. Oh, it has the animations too. Oh my god, it actually got it. Yes, finally. Let's go.
水と寿司
All right, let's try again. Come on. Let's see if it was a fluke. Yes. Oh, it works. Yes. All right, and let's test out if the listening works.
ご飯
Nice.
ご飯
All right, spamming it. What it hears.
ご飯
Oh my god, it worked. The amount of work I had to do to make this work is astonishing. But let's go over what I changed. Number one, I made it so the program shows me what the AI is seeing.
Just to make sure it's seeing the question and the answer choices correctly. And if it does, then I approve it. And if it doesn't, I tell it to stop and I go back to writing code. Number two, I add specific code.
Ooh, shut up, nerd.
Sorry, you all don't care about this, but if you do, Sloth Bites. Oh, we have a new exercise. Select the matching pairs. Let's see if this one works. Okay. If it does, I'll be really No, come on. All right, I modified the code. It should work now. Please, 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 please. Yes.
ください.
Yes. Yes.
水
Oh, please work. Please work. I can't believe it. Now I can just sit back and watch all these lessons get completed. This might genuinely be the best program I've ever written. I can't believe it worked. 100% accuracy. Funny enough, I actually did have to program depending on the lesson type, which is exactly what I did not want to do in approach 1 and 2, but it is what it is. All right, we're going to try a different language. We're going to try Spanish now. All right, now that the program works most of the time, we can move on to phase 2, actually destroying Duolingo. But what does destroying mean? Now, if I had all the time in the world, I would go through every single lesson, but I'm too lazy and I'm not doing all that. So I've decided on an alternative to destroying it. You see, every language in Duolingo has sections, and you can actually skip a section by passing a test. So if I can reach the final section, that basically means it could do all the lessons and I destroy the game and I can basically speak the language. I think that's fair. And it looks like Duolingo agrees with me because if you complete a test, it completes all the lessons for you. So I think this makes the most sense. And if you don't think that's fair, I don't really care. It's my video. So let's move on to section 2 and complete the test.
¿Cuánto cuesta una piña?
Whoa, this one's a long one. If the program can handle this, it's safe to say it can handle this type of exercise now. It works. Holy, yep, it's set. This program's done. It's ready. Now, you're probably watching this thinking, I want to make stupid projects like this too. First of all, seek help. Second, you actually need to know how to code, which is where today's sponsor, Brilliant, comes in. It's one of my favorite platforms to learn because it has thousands of interactive lessons in coding, math, AI, and science, which means instead of watching some guy at a whiteboard reading a slide, you're actually solving problems, which makes my caveman brain very happy. I've been working through their How AI Works course because of how popular it's getting for software engineers. As you can tell with this program, it covers all the essentials like LLMs, neural networks, and even NLP. It's done in such a fun, interactive way, and the information is so high quality, it would have saved me a semester of suffering, which makes a lot of sense because their courses are made by world-class teachers from MIT, Harvard, and Stanford, just to make sure it works for anyone, whether you're 10 years old or 110. If you want to try it out, you can get the first 30 days free using my link in the description, and you'll also get 20% off an annual premium membership. You're welcome, and have fun growing that small brain of yours. Oh my god, another failure. I'll fix this later. As long as it can pass this test, it's okay. And it gave me 3 of them in a row. Perfect. Be right back. 100%, it's what I love to see. I am fluent in this language after all. Time to move on to the next section, and it's safe to say it is smooth sailing from here. Oh, right, the voice lessons. Fuck. Step 2. Speak any language in the world.
Wait, what?
I already told you I'm qualified to build whatever I want, so I already did that.
Minasan konnichiwa, ima nihongo hanshitimasu. Hola a todos, ahora puedo hablar español. Qué chido, ¿no? सभी को नमस्कार. अब मैं अंग्रेजी बोल सकता हूँ और हाँ, मैं Google Translate का इस्तेमाल कर रहा हूँ.
How did I do this? Just my big brain, thinking and code and if statements and all that. Okay, I'm using a tool for this. You see, there's already tons of programs that let you do this already. The most popular one is called 11 Labs. And interesting, would you look at that? It looks like Duolingo uses this for the voices of their characters.
Oh, hey.
If a language learning app is using AI voices, that means the AI voices has to have some pretty good pronunciation, right? Programmer brain, by the way. Now, 11 Labs is really easy to use. You just type the thing, and bada bing, bada boom.
皆さんこんにちは。私の名前は Fake AI です。
You can speak any language. I'll put 11 Labs in the description since I know some of you are as dumb as me and want to try it out. Now, the voices are cool and all, but this isn't what I want. I want it to sound like I'm speaking it, not some random person. And the nice thing is you can make custom voices in 11 Labs. And so I created my own voice. Lightning strikes with a flash that lights up the night. And just like that, I can speak multiple languages.
早上好中国，现在我有冰淇淋，我很
And I am now officially the average European. But the issue is 11 Labs doesn't do real-time translation. Actually, I'm lying. Yes, they do. Sorry. But only for speech to text, not for speech to speech. And it also can't interact with Duolingo. They should add that. The good news is they have an API, which means you can make programs with it. Let me show you. Bing, bang, boop. And would you look at that? I have a program that translates whatever I give it.
Buenos días. Tu práctica de idiomas comienza ahora.
But who cares about that? It's absolutely useless. It can't interact with Duolingo. It can't do the lessons. So what's the point of this thing? All I have to do now is connect it to the AI, so whenever it sees a voice lesson, it'll use the voice program. I think it'll be easy, but I think I managed to make this work. Let's see.
Yo no vivo en este edificio.
No way that worked. That is so sick. It has a bit of an echo. I'll fix that, but oh my god, it works. I tried to find other speaking exercises in different languages, but Duolingo just doesn't have any. The only other one I found was in French, so here's this.
Elle marche ici tous les jours.
Yeah, it works great. I can speak any language. This part of the program is actually pretty cool. I'm not going to bore you with the actual details, but essentially, it looks at the exercise, it notices it's a speaking one, it's going to grab the question and the sentence I have to say, it passes the sentence into 11 Labs, where it's going to create the audio file of me speaking it. And here's where it gets a little interesting. I put this audio file inside a hidden audio player inside of Chrome. And once it has that audio player set up, that's when the program presses the click to speak button. The program starts playing from the hidden audio player. And to Duolingo, it sounds like someone is speaking the sentence. Pretty cool. I'm going to keep doing Spanish since it seems to be the most supported language in Duolingo. But I think it's officially time to destroy Duolingo. For real this time. For real. Trust me, bro. Trust me. I've made some final touches to the program. I've added an auto mode, so now it actually does everything by itself. I've also made some small improvements to the program. It should now be way faster, and the main reason is I'm using a cheaper, faster model. Before I was using the most intelligent model, but it took forever to answer, and it was also really expensive. And as much as I want to destroy Duolingo, I don't want to go homeless because of it. So we switched over, and now the program is blazingly fast. But enough about that. Let's destroy this stupid bird.
Tu cumpleaños es el...
Oh, it actually got it wrong. Whatever, I'm too lazy. Let's keep going. Last section. Let's finish this up. I can't believe I've actually done it. Just like that, we've beaten every section test, which means we've completed every lesson. I really did it. I really made a program that
Get
lets me
more
speak-
with Super Duolingo.
Oh my god, I don't need
Go
Super
ask-
Duolingo. As I was saying before I was interrupted, I can't believe I actually made a program that lets me speak any language in the world. That is crazy. If I modify it a bit, it can actually be useful. Just imagine, I can modify it to add subtitles, to automatically translate, to have real-time conversation. Wow, that's actually crazy to think. There wouldn't be a language barrier anymore. You could go to any country, you can speak to anybody. Wow, I could really change the world right now. Nah, that's too much work. I'm too lazy for all that. I'm good.